three teams competing will be the United States, Canada, and the Ukraine. Yesterday at the IOC Executive Board meetings in St. Petersburg, wrestling was one of three sports, along with baseball, softball, and squash, that advanced to present at the 125th IOC session in Buenos Aires. Here today with us is head coach of Team Canada, Leigh Vierling. Tonya Verbeek, Team Canada Talent ID coach, three-time Olympic medalist. Conti, the USA assistant coach. Justine Bouchard, world bronze medalist for Team Canada. And Alli, Ragan, the 59 kilo for Team USA. First to speak will be Leigh Vierling.
All right, I'm actually very excited to be here today, Niagara Falls. When we kind of conceived of this event about a month ago, I called Marty up and said, hey, we'd like to do something for World Wrestling Month that would be iconic, it'd be memorable, it would be spectacular. And so we said, obviously, Niagara Falls is as a perfect backdrop for an event like this. We're very excited to have our friends from the USA and Ukraine to join us in this competition. It's more than the competition this week. It's about promoting wrestling and about making sure that we're doing amazing things so our sport continues to move forward and to be part of the Olympic Games. So I've been asked briefly to just discuss our lineup going into this event and then to talk a little bit more broadly about wrestling. So I'll tell you about our lineup. We had our national championships in March of this year, and all of our 7 national champions are representing us at this event. It's our best team right now on the floor, and we're really excited to have them step out against 2 stellar teams from the United States, who was 3rd as a team at the World Championships last year. The US has world champions, world medalists, and also the Ukraine, which are the current, actually as of about a month ago, European champions, or a month and a half. So we've got really stiff competition. I'm going to run up our lineup real quick. At 48 kilos, we have Natasha Cramble. She's a new person to our national team, had a wonderful national championships, came in kind of maybe unseeded and surprised us all. And we just wrestled in Germany last week, and she wrestled fantastically there. So I'm really excited for her to get this international exposure and experience. She's probably one of our youngest and least experienced on our team, but still a lot of heart. 51 kilo is kind of a nail in our lineup. Defending world champion Jessie Bondi from the area. Jessie McDonald, pardon me. Always going to be Bondi to me. Jessica McDonald, world champion, 51 kilos, been dominant around the world, won the World Cup this year, won the Pan American Championships, and has just been building on her performance last fall for the 2012 Olympic Games, or World Championships. Now, she lost narrowly to Carol Wynn for our Olympic team spot, and I know that this whole Olympic movement is something that's really passionate to her, so she's really excited to try and move forward and start her Olympic run moving toward 2016. At 55 kilos, we had an athlete that just won a fantastic tournament last week in Germany. She beat a Russian athlete in the final, Jill Galaise. She was top 8 in the World Championships in Moscow. And she unfortunately, for Jill, was behind Tonya for a number of years, so really didn't quite get a chance to get the start in some of these international events, but that doesn't mean she's not formidable. 59 kilos, we have our youngest athlete on the national team. At 17 years old, Braxton Papadopoulos is a growing concern on the world level. She's the medalist at the Cadet World Championships last year. She won her first senior national championships this year, and we're quite impressed with her. She just won last week in Germany at the German Grand Prix, gold medal as well. 63 kilograms, this is another veteran to our lineup. We've got Justine Bouchard, who's going to speak here a little bit today. 2-time world medalist at 63 kilos. Again, another person who lost narrowly in 3 matches to make our Olympic team, and is really excited at the prospect of moving forward toward 2016. At 67 kilograms, we have Stacy Anaka from Vancouver, and she was another person who won the German Grand Prix last week. She also won the Pan American Championships, which I should have said Justine did as well recently. She's been a world bronze medalist on the junior level, and has really been stepping up this year at the senior level and having a great year. And our final person at 72 kilos is Erica Weed. She was a silver medalist last year at the University World Championships, and she's won the last 2 senior national championships. So she's really excited to be at this competition and again start carving her opportunities at the world international level. So we've got a really solid team, our best team on the floor right now, and we know it's going to be a substantial challenge this weekend. So we're really excited about it. Okay, should I pick this up or is this?
No, just leave it.
Okay. Okay, so I've kind of been asked to talk about the relevance of wrestling to the world and on the worldwide circuit. And also I want to talk about Canada's place in the world as a wrestling country. At the Olympic Games in 2012, our women's team placed 3rd, narrowly 1 point behind Russia, who were 2nd. We had 2 medalists. We had an Olympic finalist. That was the 6th Olympics in a row that Canada had an athlete in the gold medal match. Tonya was that athlete this time. But we had 2 medals and an amazing performance at the at the Olympic Games. In Beijing, we were 2nd as a team. And we had again 2 medals, an Olympic gold medalist, an Olympic bronze medalist. We have a humongous established history in female wrestling. We've been one of the strongest teams in the world, and we've tried to take a lead in this sport from the start. Wrestling at the Olympic Games in 2012 had 71 nations that competed in wrestling, in men's and women's wrestling. 29 nations, 29 different countries were able to win a medal, be on the podium at the Olympic Games. When I look at wrestling as a worldwide sport, it's one of the most popular sports in the world. There's over 180 countries that wrestle around the world, and 25 different countries being able to secure an Olympic medal kind of goes to show the diversity there is. I think I looked at swimming, and I think there was 16. Even though there's huge diversity in swimming, 16 countries won medals in swimming. So kind of goes to show you what the widespread impact wrestling has. It's a great sport. It's a fair sport. It's for women, it's for men. In Canada, it's done in junior high, it's done in senior highs. It's a beloved sport around the world, and it's a fair sport. You're not encumbered with any equipment, any technical advances. You have to walk out on the mat and utilize the skills you've worked hard to develop to be successful. It's going to take mental toughness, it's going to take physical conditioning, and it's going to take actual wrestling skills to be able to execute and be successful at the highest level. Our athletes have worked really hard to do this, and I'm really excited to showcase this and our athletes' skills to the world here in Niagara Falls. I'm really excited that we've got this event to happen. Thank you to the organizing committee and the people here in Brock for really doing tons of legwork, but I'm so excited to have this event finally here, and this is our moment to shine.
Thanks, Leigh. Next to speak will be Verbeek.
Thanks for coming, everyone. We're really excited, myself being one of the part of the organizing committee, helping put this event together. We have done a lot of work in such a short period of time to try to make this event as special as we can for people, the community, to come in and see wrestling, meet Olympians, celebrate with us what wrestling means to us as a wrestling community, and as a sport that we feel is so important to stay in the Olympic Games. We also have our kids, the youth, demonstrating some of their techniques and showing some matches. So we're pretty excited to show our future Olympians, and we've asked some other awesome people to be here that have been a part of wrestling for more than 5 decades even, and so we're really excited to be able to broadcast this to everyone, celebrate wrestling, and have everyone a part of it. So we just welcome anyone in the community to bring their families and their friends to come join us for a party of wrestling, and and be amongst some great athletes and watch what they do every day, train their hearts, their bodies to do what they love. And so thank you, and we hope to see you on Friday at 4 o'clock to see Ukraine-USA duel, and then later see our Canadians versus Ukraine. And lastly, USA and Canada duel it out. See you there.
Thanks, Tonya. Next to speak will be United States Assistant Coach Conti.
Hello, first of all, I would really like to thank the Canadian organization for putting this on, for inviting us here. As a leader in women's wrestling, it's exciting to be here, especially at Niagara Falls, and the rich history that the Ontario region has in wrestling, especially for the women. I was asked to talk about our lineup. The USA will have a pretty nice lineup. We also had our national championships held in Las Vegas, the 20th of April, and we're bringing all of our number ones. At 48 kilos, we have Alyssa Lampy, who was the 51 kilo bronze medalist in the World Championships in 2012. She's back down to 48 kilos. At 51 kilos, we have Jess Medina, who's a two-time world team member. She had a very nice tournament at 51 in Vegas. At 55, we have a pretty terrific athlete in Helen Morales. I would say that Helen is one of the strongest wrestlers we have in the United States in all of women wrestling, and she brings with her a silver medal at the 2012 World Championships, and she's a special kind of wrestler. At 59, we have Alli Ragan, who will be up here speaking next. She's a two-time junior world medalist, and she's been doing a phenomenal job. She won our 59 kilo weight class. At 63, we have our world champion, Elena Periskova. She also was an Olympian, and she was a silver medalist. She was a 2012 world medalist, champion, and she was an Olympian. And at 67, we have Veronica Carlson. Veronica is a junior world silver medalist, but extremely tough for us. And at 72, we have probably our youngest athlete, and that's Brittany Roberts. Brittany Roberts just got off of a Pan American silver medalist down in Panama City. She had a terrific tournament down there. As far as what this event means to us, wrestling is so important for the world. I can't express enough. The United States, we're very fortunate. We're fortunate because we have an awful lot of people going to the Olympics. We have in almost every event. But you know what? There's countries out there that only rely on sports like wrestling. That is the only way they get to the Olympics. And so the importance to us is huge, because we have literally hundreds of thousands of people from junior high to high school to the college station to then on to the USA Wrestling. But it's those smaller nations that only have wrestling that the IOC needs to really pay attention to those countries and the importance of what that medal means to not only the family but to that entire nation. And but again, I just want to thank the Canadian Wrestling Federation, and it's just a phenomenal opportunity, phenomenal setting, and I just think that we're going to have a terrific time. Thank you.
Thanks, Alex. Next to speak will be United States wrestler Alli Ragan.
Hi, I was asked to talk about this event and what it means to us. And our whole USA team that we've traveled together for this whole past year, and we're all very excited to be able to represent America and wrestle against these great teams, Canada and Ukraine. I think that this is a great event to showcase wrestling, and it's great that we're ending this wrestling month on a note like this. So I know all of our team is very excited to compete.
Thanks, Alli. Next to speak will be Team Canada's Justine Bouchard.
It's great. Hi, I'm really excited to be here. I'm really excited to get to be here. Such a beautiful setting and such a wonderful event for wrestling and female wrestling in Canada, and to get to join with not only amazing competitors but our friends as well. And that's something that in wrestling I've really learned. You know, we really get to make friends with our competitors, and it's just such a great event that we get to do something we really love doing. It's such a wonderful setting, and so I'm really excited for this event because I really love wrestling. Everyone here really loves wrestling. Just all the hard work, all the strength it takes, the tactics and techniques is all going to be showcased here, all the best. And so it's going to be really exciting, and I hope that anyone can come out to watch and really make this event exciting with your energy and get to see some of the best wrestling.
Thanks, Justine. Just to end so tomorrow's event will start at 2 o'clock. Tonya, Verbeek, and other Olympians will be putting on a clinic for youth and for coaches from 2 to 4 p.m. From 4 to 5 p.m., the USA will take on the Ukraine. 5 to 6 p.m. will be Ukraine versus Canada. Then we'll have a break, and during the break there'll be some youth matches, as well as interviews with Dan Gable, Rich DeChatelet, and UFC fighter Sean Pearson, who used to be a university wrestler here at Brock University. And 7 to 8 p.m. will be the final duel between the United States and Canada. If anybody has any questions, you can ask the people that were interviewed. Thank you very much.